Forget all the troubles and blues. Dive into the blue. Oh yes, talk to the fish.
Good morning, ocean lovers. I'm Jack, your favorite host, swimming straight into another episode of Talk to the Fish, where we help you become better divers, not just prettier ones. Though with my face and my skills, I should probably focus to remain pretty. Today's show, we have a dive instructor with us, Regis. He's a shark with a bite for teaching and a nose for sniffing out every little detail. Speaking of nose, because of his pretending great sense of smell, he can't stop grimacing every time I drink my morning coffee.
Come on, Jack. With that coffee breath, even my cartilage nose is doing a double take.
Hey, Regis, we've got a message from Codefish, who writes, "Every mask I own keeps leaking. I'm starting to think my face is allergic to staying dry." Well, did your mask decide to start its own aquarium?
The eternal struggle between face and mask. I've seen more frustrated divers with these issues than fish in a sardine bowl.
You know what, Regis? It's such a big topic. We will record 2 episodes to cover it properly. So, what handy nuggets of tips do you have for our viewers about choosing the right mask?
Divers, the first thing to understand is that the material matters, particularly silicone. While it's the gold standard for mask skirts, not all silicone is created equal.
All about finding the right current balance. My personality is as charming as my fins are tiny. I always need to find the right balance and soften often.
The thing is, contrary to popular belief, too soft isn't always better.
Whoa! Right in the teeth with this one. Hey, but I understand. While silicone conforms well, an overly soft skirt can fold too easily, creating leaks.
It's the idea. A nice silicone mask should be like a good mattress. Soft enough to contour, but firm enough to support. Too soft and water sneaks in. Too firm, and you'll be more uncomfortable than a fish in a desert.
And nobody wants to feel like that. Speaking of comfort, what about our viewers sporting that fabulous facial hair?
Good point here. As mustaches or beards need special attention. Choose a mask with specific mustache cutouts or with a smaller skirt. Take your time to test it, just like for a perfect pair of shoes. If you take that time for your feet, why not for your face?
And trust me, I've seen enough divers doing the underwater shuffle with ill-fitting masks to know how important this is.
A firmer mask skirt could be a smart move.
And for our mustachio divers, rejoice! You no longer have to choose between flaunting your epic stash and conquering the underwater world.
But if you are rocking a big beard, assume to embrace a little leak.
Now, Regis, some of our viewers have been swimming in this beautiful ocean for quite a while, and let's say their faces tell amazing stories. What about wrinkles?
For those gorgeous laugh lines and character marks, you will choose a double feathered edge with softer silicone that can adapt to the contours.
Like using soft putty to fill in cracks, rather than that rock-hard clay my cousin tried to make pottery with. Let's just say his artistic career was short-lived.
Unlike your cousin indeed, divers should think about perfect fits, and the right mask will make those wrinkles work with you, not against you.
Speaking of working with you, let's address something huge. Or should I say, something small. What about face sizes? Because my adorable tiny face isn't exactly the same as your more distinguished features.
Size really matters here.
Not again.
Masks come in different sizes for a reason. It's exactly like choosing the right clothing. If it doesn't fit, it won't work, even if you fancy the look of this particular mask.
So you're telling me I can't borrow your mask anymore? And here I was, thinking I looked so fashionable with it floating around my head.
A properly sized mask means you can focus on the dive instead of constantly adjusting and clearing water. And don't forget the width. Too wide or narrow, and you'll have gaps where water can sneak in.
And trust me, those side leaks are about as fun as a jellyfish hug. But wait, how can our viewers be sure they're choosing the right mask?
Here's the golden rule. Try before you buy. Put the mask on your face without the strap, and take a gentle inhale through your nose. If it stays put, you're on the right track.
Just like trying on shoes, except this time you're shopping for your face. And remember folks, that gentle inhale should be gentle. We don't want anyone passing out in the dive shop.
A proper test ensures the mask matches your unique face shape, creating that perfect seal you need underwater.
Now that's what I call face-to-face advice. These tips should help our viewers looking to keep their faces dry and their dives happy. Any final thoughts for our viewers, Regis?
Remember, choosing your mask equals choosing your life partner. It's best done in person, not through online dating.
And that splashes up our show for today. Though compared to Regis's sharp insights, my hosting skills were more flounder level than usual. But don't swim away yet. Next week on Talk to the Fish, we will be discussing the topic of body image with a pipefish. He'll explain why being a runway model isn't as great as you think, and how they maintain that impossible figure while enjoying 3 meals a day. Until then, keep your faces dry and your spirits high. This is Jack, signing off from Talk to the Fish.
Forget all the troubles and blues. Dive into the blue. Oh yes, talk to the fish.